help seniors stay in their homes. And we know if they get to stay in their homes longer, they live longer and they're happier and it's more economical. It saves them and the state of Minnesota money.
I want to say we all have a desire to be independent and to live life to the fullest at every stage of our life.
I watched as my parents, my aunts, my uncle reached that age when they were still very active in the community, but they required some assistance with their daily chores.
See, my family lives way down in Hanover, so they're not right here. So therefore, I need a lot of help, as you can see, with my walker.
I started with CARE as a volunteer, but as the years went by, I had to get their help.
I need their assistance. My kids don't want me driving in St. Cloud anymore. So, I can call them and get into my appointments and stuff so that they don't have to take off work.
I'm so privileged to be able to live in my own home with the help of CARES and their staff, and I can't tell them enough how much I appreciate this.
The reason I like working with CARE with the troop is that we've been doing it for probably 15 years as far as I can remember. And I know that we started by just doing some yard cleanups and helping with some snow removal and stuff like that. And the boys really liked going and cleaning up the yards and had fun doing it. And it was good that they got out and seen that they could help right in their community and right at home. And the people were appreciative of the help, and they always liked that they seen that it was a local youth organization that was helping them. So I think it's good for both, not just the recipients, but also the scouts that are helping them as well. So.
I like to help because it's my community. I've raised here, hope to grow old here. I know the people around here, and told the stories, and I like to help people in my community.
I'd say that the reason that I like helping CARE is because it lets me give direct assistance to my community. So it's a more personal experience, so you can go and you can do something, and that something has a direct effect on the people around you, and that's really great.
The reason I like helping CARE is because I've always liked to help people and help them where they struggle the most, and typically old people struggle with more physical manual labor, and I like to help intern, and hopefully that when I can't do that kind of stuff, then I will get that help.
As a physician, there are certain things that I can help my patients with, but there's a lot of things that I can't. And those areas are where I see CARE really stepping up to help people to stay in their own homes, to provide some of those needs that they have that as a physician I just can't do.
I would say at least 2 to 3 times a week we have a patient CARE volunteer waiting in our lobby for their client to finish up with their banking, and that is a real asset for our clients to be able to get to the bank, work through problems that they might have, or even just get advice face-to-face with a banker. It's much easier to do those things in person.
Our goal is to work with existing agencies to provide services to help seniors remain independently in the home of their choice. CARE coordinates the needs of seniors with those volunteers that are willing to help, and those volunteers make the difference.
We volunteer for CARE because we believe in giving back to our community. We have fun actually when we drive them. We learn about their lives and their history, so we benefit from it just with the experience of listening to their stories. If anyone can just spare an employee for 1 hour a month to give back to the community, it's appreciated by every single person that we drive around.
I thought it was a great opportunity for us because we're now a 3rd generation business. A lot of these people that can benefit from CARE are former customers of ours, so it's just a nice way to give back and get involved. Families and relatives can't always be there to drive people to their appointments and stuff, so it is nice to have assistance with that.
If we can keep our elderly population in their homes longer, it only makes our community stronger and makes our bank stronger.
In terms of our church, we've been able to partner with CARE, and that's been also a wonderful opportunity for us as a church. We've been able to do some yard work for some of the elderly in the community that needed that done in the fall, and we've done some snow removal for those that needed that done as well.
I've been on the fire department volunteering for 47 years now, and this is probably one of the two most rewarding things that I can do. It's always nice to give back. I believe in that firmly. CARE is a strong organization. My mother has used it. Other people that I know use it. It does very well for this community. I'm very proud to be part of it.
I enjoy driving for people and taking them places because I've made a lot of good friends that way, and I've learned so much about the community that I didn't know before.
CARE came to talk to our Lions Club. You mentioned that you needed drivers, and I thought, well, I'm already a professional driver. I drive truck, I volunteer drive, so why not give back to the community that I belong to?
And I look at it kind of that I'm paying it forward in a way, because as I get older, some point I'll probably need these same services.
By volunteering, it makes my day. I get up and I think this is the day I get to drive.
Well, CARE's in our community, and each of us have a heart for the elderly and serving them, so it seemed like a really good fit.
You get to know the people that you're helping better, whereas I feel like in other organizations it's more of a go get it done and leave, whereas in CARE it's more of a relationship thing, which has been really great for me.
I can see that there's a void in the community that the CARE program fills, and quite frankly, the main reason I volunteer is I think it just feels good to help people out once in a while.
I became involved with CARE and volunteer because I see that they are really filling that need in areas such as friendly visiting, phone calls to the seniors, food assistance, as well as a lot of transportation to provide those services to allow them to stay in their own homes and to remain a vibrant part of our community.
I think volunteering just gives me so much self-satisfaction because I feel like I am making a difference in people's lives. I'm making a difference in our community.
I am a client and I also volunteer. I talk to people at home, give in-home calls, but I can give back to them by having Thrivent give them money for a fundraiser, and I know how to embroider, so I do towels for their May sale.
When I lived in my house, they used to come and wash windows and rake the yard. And now I need them to vacuum and do general house cleaning.
I do house cleaning for a couple, parties. And it doesn't take usually that long, maybe an hour. But as I clean, I do my visiting with them and socialize, and they enjoy that too because some of them don't have anybody to talk to.
My husband was on dialysis, so when CARE said they could help me out, that really seemed pretty nice.
They put the ramp in for us, and it not only helped me, it helped other people that had hard times getting in the house because of walkers or whatever. They bring us food, and that is just awesome. I have very good people that drive me to and from the doctor's appointments. They help me. I can't be any happier than I am with everything.
I like it so very, very much. All you have to do is pick up the telephone. She will get back to you with a driver's name and say she'll be there to pick you up. Put your mind at ease, and you can rest assured they will be there on time. It's so nice to hear that happy voice on the other end of the line, my Linda.
CARE's NAPS program is a partnership with Second Harvest Heartland that allows CARE to provide healthy food choices for low-income seniors that reside in Benton County. Through Second Harvest, we also deliver fresh produce, meat, and dairy products to homebound clients.
I am teaching art classes geared towards people that aren't artists, fundamentally beginners. I like to share my passion for art in not just a superficial way, but so they really kind of like start to look at the world maybe a little bit differently.
I love the program. Basically, it is chair exercises, but I think the mental part of that exercise program is sometimes way more important than the physical part of it, because otherwise they don't get out.
Wonderful program. They came and talked to me a couple times a month. After that, it was on the telephone, and they were total support all the way through. It was just helped me set goals, helped make sure I was taking care of myself.
CARE was putting on a dementia education for families or community members who wanted to learn more about dementia and how to be a caregiver for dementia. And since our mother has dementia, it was very timely.
Just to know what to expect as it progresses. I mean, we knew where she was at that point in time, but it kind of gives us a heads up of what to expect as it's progressed. And it has progressed, and we've seen those same things, that she was talking about, so it better prepared us.
I think that our community really needs to keep CARE in the community and keep it strong.
There's many people who don't have family close by. So CARE does a lot of good for a lot of people, and it's just a vital part of the community.
I would never be able to be living on my own if I did not have CARE.
CARE needs a lot of volunteers, and they need our help, and the community supports them. And that is part of my part, is the community.
I encourage anybody with a spare moment or two, come and volunteer.
There's been times in my life when things have been hard, it's been challenging for me personally, and being able to have someone else to serve has kind of taken my focus off of me, and I've been able to put it on somebody else.
Without them, I wouldn't be able to stay in my own home, so I thank CARE very much for what they do for me.
As a young person, I would encourage the rest of young people around this area and anywhere to volunteer for CARE, because I think that it helps us and myself to learn how to serve others, and it's a benefit and a blessing in my life, and I would really encourage you all to do the same.
We're all volunteers here, so in order to keep this program going, we do really need to get the volunteers and to get the financial support from our community.
So it's up to us to donate our time, talent, and dollars to ensure that we can keep CARE around for a long time.